Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Akea Velli here, and hope everybody's having a happy Canada Day and a good start off to their summer so far, as I have been. It's such good weather right now, and so I just wanted to, let people know where I've been last little bit. Just doing my thing, just getting back to like old parts of myself that I've unconsciously put to the side, just from being so determined to try and do something and trying to make something happen with the DJing in particular, and trying to find the right space and figure out what I want to do. But and sometimes things just happen naturally, unexpectedly, where you're going, and all of a sudden something just totally shifts you. And for me, for example, was it's about over a month ago now, when I was doing my thing, almost on the same path for almost 2 years. And then one day, driving home from work, I was going through my radio, and the XM preview channel, I had all the channels. All of a sudden there was a short 3-day preview of all the XM channels. And it's funny because I thought after, I'm surprised I didn't just go and listen to like Diplo's channel or the other BPM, or things related to what I was currently listening to. But because I know that it's probably just a short sample, a short time that I'll have to listen and have to use it. It's just I was scrolling, and where I landed on and stayed for 2.5 days was the classic vinyl, which is what do you say, classic rock and late 60s rock music. And it's funny because even a little bit of Bob Marley and even some Beatles, but mostly classic rock songs, certain songs that I've loved. I love, always had a little part of me when growing up, hearing it, hearing a song in a movie, hearing something from Forrest Gump, or something that brings you back to it gives you a visual, and from these couple days listening to just this music in particular, after it was done, I caught myself going back through my old Spotify playlist, and then started building a new playlist that had nothing to do with house music or electronic music. And it was just my music that I've loved all through life, in all genres, from Afro beats to 90s hip hop, to dance hall reggae, to roots reggae, to southern classic rock, just everything. It's all, and it's more about the songs. And this is just almost personal for me, just building myself a playlist, and but while I'm getting back into more organic music with instruments, that idea, as opposed to just making music with my laptop, through patterns and samples, while I'm unconsciously just shifting back to the old the old style of making music. My kids are currently my son is getting really good at he's phenomenal at the piano, and he's just mastered reading music. And for him, it's it's instilled in him. And now my daughter with the drums, my daughter with her ambition to sing and do stuff like that alone is inspiring. Now she's really taking off with the drums and the piano, because we're doing the piano together. It's all coming together in a different way, where I like unconsciously just like, just not, it's not about not DJing, but it's almost more about like when I have like time, like me myself going back and doing what my kids are doing by like reading music and learning like the actual proper like structure, and like almost like go back to the basics, because I even play guitar, electric guitar, for fun, where I feel like I can make some like nice blues sounds and make it sound good. But still, like, how am I gonna go my whole life not reading music and not do, and you know, and we're like, my kid, like, because I get my kids, you know, I pay for them to go to do like lessons that I expect them to learn, but like, what's my excuse? So now I have taken my time to like get my son like to learn what my kids are learning, so that almost like I can be part of the progression, instead of just sitting there being like, how are they doing? Are they doing good? Not really knowing like where they're at, because that's kind of how I was with my son for a while. Like I didn't know anything. To me, it was like just a different language. Meanwhile, I'm somebody I can like play with the guitar, but like couldn't read music, didn't even try to read music. But to me, like, this is part of like part of my journey, and part of like my family journey, you know, because my daughter, she wants to start writing music, and is asking how what it takes to get like to go about that. And me at the same time thinking like, you know what, I'm gonna try and learn and figure this out, and then in time, who knows, you know. But I wanted to capture it, you know, because I'm doing it anyways, and almost it seems like I'm just like putting my DJing to the side and like forgetting about that. But it's not. It's almost like me, like maybe instead of just saying like I'm like producing by like taking bits and pieces of samples of like other people's music, and then trying to like make it sound something new, maybe I can go like right back, like just how like back in the day, the Beatles, Bob Dylan, Jimi Hendrix, like go by chords, build some chords in a certain key, sing the song, or get somebody to sing the song and make it sound better, or write lyrics, and then from there, where it's like the folk version of the song, the original song, turn that into a more sped up, you know, like radio version, top 40 version of the song. And you can also speed it up even more to where it's 124 BPM, right? And you can turn it into like a house song that I can possibly mix one day, you know, like something that I can include into my set that is, you know, produced, and all the samples are done by me and my kids that I've recorded and produced myself, you know. And this is just hey, this is what I'm currently up to. And yeah, I'm gonna being more active on YouTube, and so it's a bit more personal. And yeah, I'll keep you posted on how things go. Thanks.